In the middle of the 19th century, the United States of America was not yet the superpower the world knows today. It was a young, restless nation, stitched together from colonies that had once fought for freedom against the British Empire. But now, that same nation was quietly preparing to fight itself. The North and the South were two halves of one country, but they had become two completely different worlds. The northern states were filled with factories, railroads, and growing cities. Immigrants from Europe poured into places like New York, Boston, and Chicago, working in mills, steel plants, and shipyards. The North believed in industry, progress, and, most dangerously for the South, the idea that slavery was morally wrong. The southern states lived by a different rhythm. Vast plantations stretched across Virginia, Georgia, Alabama, Mississippi, and South Carolina. Cotton was king, and the labor that produced it came from millions of enslaved African Americans. To Southern landowners, slavery was not just an economic system, it was their entire way of life. For decades, America had tried to pretend this contradiction could survive, but it couldn't. Every time a new state was added to the Union, the same question came back like a ghost. Would it allow slavery or not? Each answer made one side angrier and the other more afraid. By 1860, the tension had become unbearable. That year, Abraham Lincoln was elected president. He was not a radical abolitionist, but he firmly opposed the expansion of slavery into new states. To the South, this was a declaration of war. One by one, Southern states began to leave the United States. They called it secession. They formed a new nation called the Confederate States of America. America had just split in two.